Hi there, I'm Sam Flegal, and today we're going to talk about how to varnish a painting. The first thing you're going to need is a glass jar. I recommend one with a lid, and make sure to label it for safety. That way when you come back later, you'll know exactly what's in there. And then I like to use Gamvar gloss varnish from Gamblin. And we're going to pour the varnish into the glass jar and then use that to apply it to the surface of the painting. Before we begin, it's important that your painting be completely dry. Depending on the medium you're working in, this may take a few days or as long as several months, but it must be dry. Varnish contains some odorless mineral spirits or turpentine, and for this reason, it will cause wet paint to smear. You've been warned. This is also an excellent time to point out safety. Make sure you're working in a well-ventilated area and/or wear a mask. With that out of the way, using the glass jar, you pour a small amount of the varnish onto your dry painting. It doesn't take much, it's easy to add more, so don't overdo it. Then, using a brush that you have dedicated to this process, because you won't be able to use it for anything after this, carefully spread the varnish across the surface of your painting. Repeat this as many times as you need in order to cover your entire painting. One of the advantages of working outside or in your garage is that you can use the natural light to check the reflection on the surface. Get down at eye level and check to make sure that you've covered the whole painting. If not, add more varnish on the areas that you missed. Once you're done, you need to thoroughly clean your brush with soap or whatever brush cleaner that you prefer. I recommend using an outdoor water spout or a sink that you have dedicated to art projects. Next, you need to let that dry for 15 to 20 minutes. The first drying period is to help get any of the air bubbles out that might be left on the surface from our vigorous brushing. So in the meantime, we're going to prepare the next phase of the varnishing process. We're going to put down a drop cloth and set up an easel we have dedicated to varnishing. Once the first 15 to 20 minutes is up, you need to pick up your painting and set it on the easel. It is still wet, so be careful. Let it dry in the upright position for another 15 to 20 minutes. This will allow the excess varnish to drip off the base of the painting. It will get on the easel and your floor, hence the drop cloth and a dedicated varnishing easel. After another 15 to 20 minutes, you will find that a small bead of varnish has built up at the base of the painting. You will need to remove this excess varnish with a brush. Check the surface of your painting and using a soft brush, quickly and carefully smooth out any buildup of varnish. If you miss anything, you may find unsightly drip marks when the varnish is dry. When you've finished removing any varnish buildup, you need to turn your painting over and let it dry upside down for another 15 to 20 minutes. This will help ensure that you get no drip marks as gravity now works in your favor. Let it dry for another 15 to 20 minutes and then repeat the process of brushing away any excess varnish. You're almost done. Use the natural light to carefully pick up and move your painting around, making sure that you've removed all the unsightly drip marks and varnish buildup. Your painting surface should look like shiny glass at this stage. Remember, it is still wet, so be careful. All that's left is to put your painting back in the upright position and let it thoroughly dry overnight. The painting you've seen me varnish today is of Gullveig Thriceborn. She is a powerful goddess in Norse mythology who is speared and burned 3 times by Odin and the Aesir gods at the start of the First War. If you want, you can watch the video on the process and lore behind Gullveig Thriceborn. I'd like to thank all the people over at the Fateful Signs Patreon. They make videos like this possible. You all are amazing. Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please head over to fatefulsigns.com and sign up for the newsletter. You'll get a free PDF copy of the first chapter from the Illustrated Hávamál when you sign up. Thank you.